Today I want to take a second to talk about this little OTDR tester that I picked up. Now, full transparency, I did reach out to WANLUTECH and asked if they'd be willing to send this unit out to try out and test. I wanted to go ahead and put this thing head to head with one of my more expensive units I use on a daily basis. My main thought process for this was that I wanted to see if this was going to be a nice budget-friendly unit that I could put in the hands of maybe like a contractor, something that they could pick up at a budget price, because the Viavi OTDR that I use and is supplied to me by my company is quite a bit more money, and especially when you're first getting started or just trying to buy all these tools to get going. Every dollar counts. There are a few different models very comparable to this one that they also offer, and essentially the biggest difference that I was seeing was like it did not come with a lot of little coupler pieces. Essentially you just get the unit and just a few things to get you going. Now let's go ahead and talk about the contents that come in this case first, and then we can kind of go from there. Now when you first get this out of the box, you're going to get this nice clamshell case like you see here, and what's kind of cool about this is not only does it house your unit, and you just put that right there in this storage tray, that flap flaps over on top of the screen to keep that protected. There are a few pockets right here built in as well that you can add to, like different adapters, things like that you might want to carry. And then right here you've also got this nice storage pocket here, and it's got the nice zipper on there to keep your contents in there. It's going to keep your unit nice, keep all your stuff together. Before we get into the unit, let's go and talk about what else comes with this kit. So you do get this one jumper here. It's got the APC end and then UPC on this side. That's not a cable that I typically use. Most of my connections in my office are going to be SC, but nonetheless, they do give you a cable to get started. And then you also get a handful of these little coupler pieces like you see here, as well as a few of these adapters. So let's go talk about that real quick. On the top here of your unit, you're gonna have 3 connection ports right here. You're gonna have your visual fault meter where you can throw red light. You've got your OPM port here for power meter, and then you've also got the connection here for your OTDR. This one here actually unscrews and then comes off, and then you can swap out those adapters. So as you see, I've got an SC end right here that I can adapt to. However, if you need to change that over to one of these other tips like that, like a ST end, you can do that as well. And then also with the kit, you're gonna get these little swabs right here, little Q-tip looking things. That's just gonna be to be able to clean out your ports and whatnot. You've got a few other adapters as well. So like you've got here, you got your LC to FC, and then you've also got another adapter, which is going to be from your, see, this is going to be SC connections on both sides, but it's going to take you from APC to UPC. And then other than that, you're just going to come with a little charge cord. It's going to be USB-A to USB-C. And then also, I don't want to forget, you do get this little piece here as well. And this is going to be for RJ45. So essentially like a far end device, dongle, whatever it is you want to call this little dude. You can test Ethernet cables as well. We'll dive into that here in just a second. So let's go ahead and jump into this unit here real quick. We'll show you what this thing's all about. The first thing that kind of hit me or struck me was the fact that this has a real high gloss screen on it. I would have preferred to see this more of a matte screen. It would make it a little easier to see. However, in like a darker environment, which in my offices most of the time it is, it's not too bad to see. I found it pretty easy to read. However, if you're out there like direct sunlight, if you're at like a remote location or a muck, something like that, and you're trying to use this unit, that sunlight might kind of mess with you a little bit in terms of the glare. Well, let me go get this screen turned on. You can see what that looks like. So this is the operating system right here when you get this thing turned on. It's not really an Android system. I'm not sure what system this thing's actually running. It doesn't really strike me as like an Android based system. I like the way that it operates for the most part. It's got nice, easy to read icons on there. You can scroll. There's 2 different pages here as well. I can't dive into all these features. I don't know what all of them do just yet, but mainly like what I was wanting to test was that OTDR, and I wanted to see how the Ethernet worked on that. Now, as I mentioned, I've got a really expensive unit that I use. It's really kind of purpose built for what I do on a daily basis. However, I have a lot of contractors that kind of come in and out that kind of assist me on daily operations. Being able to get something that I could recommend to them to try to pick up, that was the main reason for me wanting to get this in my hands. So let's go ahead and go over the OTDR real fast. That was the one I really wanted to look forward to test. And you can see when I go into this screen here, it's going to give you a warning. It'll load up, and then that is your OTDR screen right there. What's cool about this is if you're in an office or if you're just trying to test like a fiber run, especially if you're someone like an IT guy and maybe you're in charge of running like your IT equipment in your building, or if you're a contractor going in and you're installing routers or trying to hook up any various switches, things like that. This actually is kind of a cool all-in-one unit. And like I said, we'll dive into the Ethernet here in just a second because I think those two kind of go hand in hand still. But nonetheless, you can run in, you can test with the OTDR and get some quick readings on this thing. The one thing I do like about my more expensive Viavi unit is when I'm testing like long fiber runs, if I'm going from office to office, some of those runs can be 100, 200,000 feet runs that I'm testing, and being able to test those events and see like if I've got a high dB loss in a splice somewhere out in the field. I didn't have a lot of luck trying to see a lot of those events that I was trying to see, like on my more expensive unit. However, testing in the office, testing fiber runs that were more, maybe up to 1,000 foot, I was having pretty good luck with that, and it was really lining up with my Viavi in terms of those distances. Now, something else that's really cool too, my Viavi, my more expensive unit, does not have a built-in visual fault light. I know they could be configured that way, but my particular unit didn't have that. So I have to keep one of these little fiber pins with me at all times. And it's, I mean, obviously a lot of you guys have probably seen these before, but you've got your light here that you can shine. And this is a 50 milliwatt light, so it's actually pretty bright. This is the one that we use, especially on our longer runs. 2, 3, 4, 5,000 feet, I can still see this light pretty decent, just depending on the conditions where we're trying to work on this. This has kind of been my go-to light, so I was kind of using this as a comparison to the visual light that's on this unit here. And you can see that by going to the VFL on the icon there, and then that'll load up, and you can turn your light on. Now you have the ability to do the light mode, which is kind of like a steady light. You can do evasive 1 hertz or 2 hertz, so essentially that'll flash for you. Now I did have a job where one of my coworkers was maybe about, I don't know, 1,000, 1,500 foot out in the field, and we went ahead and tested these lights to see if you could find that in the splice tray we were working in. In all honesty, my little fiber pin here is a lot easier to see, but also, I mean, you gotta keep in mind this is a purpose-built tool versus the one that was here. Now this one actually did a pretty good job. We were still able to see it out at that distance. It just was not anywhere near as bright as the purpose-built pin that I've got. But running them off a jumper or like shining these things at a wall from the same distance, really there wasn't a huge difference in the brightness level between those two lasers. Now this also does have a laser source built into it as well, so you can emit a power out of this unit. If you've got a power meter that you can run on the opposite end, you can verify like dB loss from this unit. You can do that on both 1310 and 1550. And that's the screen there that you're going to be looking at for that particular setup. And then we'll back out here and go to the next thing, which is going to be your optical loss screen. And then obviously, like I said, there's a bunch of different test settings you can do here. So just based on what it is you're trying to do, 1310, 1550 seem to be the two popular wavelengths on this unit that you're going to be able to test using. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the Ethernet portion of this as well, in case that interests you. Now, what's really cool about that is I've kind of got more of an elaborate setup here at my house that I ran 15 years ago when I moved in. So I've got Cat5 runs going everywhere. So what I ended up doing was I took this little far end device here, I plugged this in one of the bedrooms that I've got a Cat5 run to, and I was wanting to just basically see what the pin outs were, which I knew was a good run. But that's what's cool about this is you can actually test the cable to see if you got the correct pin out, see if you got something crossed. It'll let you know all that. This also tells you the Cat5 run distance, and you have the ability to calibrate this as well based on my gauge cable. What's kind of cool about that is I was able to plug in from my main panel, which is in my master bedroom, and test that Cat5 run to the opposite end of the house, and it showed me exactly how many feet, or you can make it convert it to inches as well. It kind of shows you how long that Cat5 run is, or if that thing got cut, it'll give you a distance of how long that cut is, and you can try to track that down just depending on what scenario you're working with. 15 years ago, when I was still a contractor before I took the position I have now, that was one of the things I was in charge of, is kind of running through and hooking various new offices up, or if I was installing a router, I was always testing those panels, or I was maybe even installing those panels, and being able to check the pin out when I was done, make sure I had good connection in all my pins, as well as maybe the cable length as well. That's kind of a cool functionality. I didn't have a tool like this back in that day. I was basically running everything with a tone probe and a generator. It's kind of cool to see how far some of the technologies come over the years. And then there's also some add-on pieces as well that you can get for this thing if you decide you want to do so. So on the bottom left-hand corner down here, you'll see this little USB FIP. So essentially you could pick up a fiber scope and plug this in, and that's going to allow you to scope your jumpers or scope a panel and see if you've got dirty fiber ends. So that is something I actually think I'd like to try to pick up and play with that a little bit, because that seems like that's something that always comes back and bites me in the butt a little bit. Is I get in on something, I get a low light level or something like that, and it usually comes down like a dirty fiber end I've got to get cleaned. But nonetheless, this is a pretty cool little unit. The price that it comes in at, honestly, especially if you're just getting started, I think this is a great unit to go with. I'm gonna see if I can do a little bit of testing with this going forward. If I come across any other features I didn't mention in this video, I'll be sure to do a follow-up. Other than that, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.